Good morning, you guys. What's going on? My name is Wendy Jo, and today we are doing the 10-month review of Etsy versus Shopify. So we're looking at all of the numbers. If you don't know, I have a whole playlist here where you can go and watch all of the videos in this series. And basically, I have devoted the last, 10 months. I'm going to do a full year of comparing the two platforms. There are going to be several videos coming out soon, so make sure that you subscribe if you are interested in earning passive income. There is going to be a video coming out about the ins and outs of the Amazon affiliate program and the influencer program. I'm going to be sharing more information on how I make money with that. I'm also going to be sharing with you about the TikTok influencer program, which is actually the TikTok associate program for their TikTok shop. We're going to talk about the actual TikTok shop, which would be selling your own products on there or drop shipping. And then we're also going to talk about the TikTok creator program, which just came out of beta. If that kind of stuff interests you, make sure to subscribe because those are the videos that are going to be coming out. Today, I'm also going to touch a little bit on the Facebook ads. I do still have a video coming out about that, but I'm just going to kind of give you a little insight on that. So, all right, let's jump in and we're going to look at Etsy first. February of 2024, I only got one new listing up in the Etsy shop, or the girl that runs it for us, I gave it to her to put up, but there's one new listing went up in February. There were 1,528 visits. So, I mean, kind of averages. Last month was higher, as far as visits go. But again, the income, the revenue continues to kind of plateau/decrease. So we are doing a little bit of shifting inside of that Etsy shop. And I don't know if I'll share that in all of these reviews, but I will share it in the future at some point as we make those shifts. We had 76 total orders. Revenue, according to Etsy, was $436.54. VAT and taxes comes out of that, so that was $35.83. We paid $28.89 in on-site ads, and we made zero from our on-site ads. So I actually went inside of Etsy, and I'm going to show you guys how I did this. You go under your marketing tab, under Etsy ads, and I can go look at last month. And you can actually go down through here and see what you're advertising. So this is ads on or off. And you can see the click-through rate, you can see the views, how many clicks, and how much money you made from it, your return on ad spend, all of that kind of stuff. This is a great tool to kind of see the performance of your Etsy ads. And so what I did is I went through here and I actually clicked off anything that had a click rate that was below 3%. So I turned those off. So like here's one here that is at 0% and it made zero. I mean, it didn't make anything. But this is one I would, where is it at? This is one I would turn off. But so anything that had lower than a 3% click-through rate, unless I felt like it was something that was still like I was getting sales on, I turned it completely off. Or like this one had a 1.8% click-through rate, but I did make $3.50 and only spent $1.27. So I did have a return on ad spend that was in the positive. So I did go ahead and leave this particular item on, but anything that was in the 0%, and I missed some obviously, I turned off because there's no reason to spend money on something if it is not getting any clicks. Like it does not make any sense at all. And so I just kind of have gone through and made sure that anything that is not getting clicked is just turned off. So that way I can focus my ad spend on stuff that is in that 3% click-through rate or higher. Now like this particular product I know is a brand new product, so I'm going to leave it up for a little bit to see if it gets some traction. But a lot of these others, I feel like either the competition has increased or they are more seasonal and therefore there is no reason to spend money on them. So I just go through and every month just kind of evaluate the click-through rate to see what's happening. And it's, I mean, honestly, my dollars were probably spread too thin between the amount of products that we have listed on the Etsy shop. And so therefore, it makes more sense to just advertise the things that have that higher 3% or higher click-through rate. So that's what I do. Again, this is under marketing, and then you can just go under your Etsy ads. Now, this is for on-site ads. Off-site ads, you cannot control what is happening. They are just going to advertise it. It's your off-site ads are either on or they're off. And again, this month, I will show you, we spent 85 cents in offsite ads and we made $6.05. So, and I looked back through, and again, number one, they're not advertising as many of our products offsite, which is kind of why we're revamping the shop just a little bit. But also, the ones that they're advertising are literally our cheapest products. So again, just there's not the potential to make that money there. So ad spend conversion was 0% because we spent $28.89 and we made nothing. So, and that's for offsite or on-site ads, sorry. Etsy fees were $81.11. The net profit, according to Etsy, was $325.69, and that is actually what we received in the bank. So $325.69, one of our lowest months. I think it was our second lowest month ever in profits. So a little sad on Etsy this month. Let's go over now and look at Shopify. February, we had 55 products, which you can see we added one more product here as well. We had 2,893 visits, so I think that's our second lowest ever. Highest conversion rate, though, at 4.3%, 167 orders, so not our lowest order volume at all. Total revenue, 1,702. So this would be our second lowest besides April, which we don't really count because that was a brand new month. So this was our second lowest month on Shopify ever. However, revenue on Kajabi was 1,571. And on Kajabi, I actually have two of my monthly subscriptions went through Kajabi instead of through Shopify. Which that's my membership that people pay to have full access to all my products and all the things. So I have two monthly subscriptions that came through Kajabi rather than through Shopify. And then I also sold master resale license through there, 3 of those. And so, and they're like on monthly, they're on monthly payment plans, like a 4-month payment plan. And so, so this number went up. So the total profit actually went up month over month, and it was even higher than December. So this is actually a pretty good number. I just feel like some of my Shopify revenue is just shifting over to Kajabi because, I mean, I do have courses listed on there that I continue to upload. And so I will get some business there that is completely unrelated to the PLR products that we're selling. However, a lot of the revenue still from Kajabi is really products that they are then accessing on Shopify. So like they purchase it here and then I immediately set up an account for them in Shopify so they have access to all the products. That's kind of how that works. Taxes and VAT was $23.88 for the month of February. Shopify credit card fees was $75.58. Shopify fees were $58. PayPal fees were $10.35. Offsite ad spend again was $0 in February. And then the net profit was $1534.74 plus the Kajabi making it $3105.74. Let's talk about the offsite ad spend for a second. So I did go in and spend some money on ads. So I did a quick like phone call with a company. And I don't know if I can disclose the name of the company or not. I don't want to disclose the name of the company. But if you've ever done an interview with them, you will know who I'm talking about. Or if you ever do one in the future, you will know who I'm talking about. But the company basically was like, you know, we want to do a quick interview with you, make sure we're both a fit for each other. But it was all about helping you get Facebook ads up and running and being profitable. And they were showing like all of these numbers of, okay, you know, if you're here, you know, within 3 months, you can be here. And it all sounded really good. So I did the phone call with them. And at the end of the phone call, basically what I found out was they were not actually going to be running or managing the ads for me. They were not going to be creating the ads for me. They literally wanted me to take a master class that was over $6,000 to learn how to do the Facebook ads. And you guys listen, I sell courses. I also teach for free, but I do sell courses. And I'm not against taking courses. I have done courses in the past, but $6,000 to learn how to run Facebook ads to me was just excessive, very excessive. It was actually over $6,000, but it was just excessive. And I talked to my husband about it because big decisions like that, we always kind of talk about together. And we're both like, we could take that $6,000 and invest it into ads ourselves and the learning curve that comes with that and figure it out. So I dove into YouTube videos and really started like learning the process of running the Facebook ads. And I did ads for about a week to a week and a half. And I shut them all off. Now, I did learn some things from the ads. I spent, I want to say, between $500 and $600 on ads. And I would say return on ad spend was less than $50. So I was getting some click through, which is why I say I did learn some things from it. I kind of learned how to target an audience, and I learned how long to let an ad run for, how much to let it spin before you just turn it off and be like, yeah, this one's not hitting the right people, or, I'm not targeting the right ideas or whatever. And so I am going to do a more in-depth video just to kind of show you what I learned during that week and a half long process. But I did shut them all off just because I felt like it was really stressing me out trying to focus on that along with all of the other businesses. I don't know yet if I will revisit the ads or not. I really want the ads to work. I've never done ads before. You guys know I'm all about organic growth. But I also know that in order for a business to be very, very passive, at least some businesses, you're going to be creating some sort of marketing, and you're either going to do it for free, which is going to make it not passive, or you're going to have to pay to have it done, and then it makes it more passive. The problem is when I did, let me see if I can find the calculator. Really? Okay. So this is the calculator. And basically you have your target revenue. So I put $100,000. The average order value, you put that in based on what the average order value is on your website. And I was specifically marketing the membership. So the monthly membership is $27. So I was targeting that. The number of sales required to hit it. So this automatically, it has a formula in here. It says I need 3,704 sales to hit that $100,000 target. Okay. So then I can go in here and I can put in my website conversion rate, my link click through or link, and then it tells me how many links are required. So I put this number in. It has a formula that tells me how many link clicks I'm going to need based on the information I'm putting in. Then here's where you would add in your ad click-through rate. So like when I was running ads, then this was my click-through rate. This is the cost per click. This is how many people I had to hit the target, the impressions required. So the ad spend required is almost $40,000. That's what I'm getting to, $40,000. And it just basically almost gave me like a panic attack, heart attack sort of situation, because I'm like, I am not willing to spend $40,000 if I am not seeing the return on investment right away. And I know you have to let things run. I know you have to do that. And so, I mean, I went into it thinking, okay, I'm willing to like spend $5,000 in ads to see if I can figure this out, to see if I can get enough going out there to make it happen. And I didn't. But that's all I'm going to say about that for now. I will give you guys more details when I do a breakdown video of all the ads that I ran and what that looked like. We'll take you inside of Shopify and show you just some of the numbers. You can see, down 12%, down 17%. Conversion rate was up. Total orders was up. Order value was way down last month. This, returning customer rate is really good, 34%, which my returning customer rate is great because I have members. And so they come back and they purchase things. But then also some of my returning customers are actually coming back and purchasing more products. So sessions by device types. Pinterest was way down last month. I do not know what happened here, but I've got to look more into that. Direct traffic was down, which I feel like is probably, not down much, but I feel like it's partly down because I didn't post very much on TikTok because I was tired. I'm just going to be honest with you. I was tired. I've got a lot happening and I did not post as much. So that's kind of a quick look inside of the back office here. So here we are, 3105.74 for the Shopify Kajabi side and 325.69. So 325, so $3,500 in sales between those two platforms. Still not a terrible extra stream of income when you have, 8 streams of income, or even if you only have like a couple. Like if somebody is doing this as a side hustle, they already have another job, or they just need to bring in some extra income, an extra $3,500 a month is nothing to be like ashamed of. So I do feel good about that. We've got 2 more months. I will do March's review, and then I will do April's review, and then that will be the end of the Etsy versus Shopify series. I will keep them all linked up in that playlist, so if somebody wants to go back through and watch all the things that we have learned over the last year, then you can. I definitely started this just to prove that you could start a brand new digital product business in 2023 and be successful without paying for ads. That was my whole goal. I wanted to show you that. And I also wanted to show you the difference between Etsy and Shopify, because you guys know I'm a huge advocate for Shopify. It has outperformed month after month after month. If you look at the net profits here, all of these numbers versus the net profits on Etsy every single month. There's only one that's even a 4-digit month here. Like everything else is a 3-digit month. On Shopify, they are all multiple 4-digit months, a lot of them. And so don't be afraid of that $39 fee for your Shopify account. Yours would not be $58 because I pay for extra things, my membership, and then I have a locked side on there. So that's just different. $39 a month, it is worth it. And I don't know if you guys know this or not, Etsy is going to start charging a $15 fee to even open a seller's account. So it's not even free to start an Etsy account anymore. How about that? So it makes it to me even more enticing to go in and just start a Shopify store. I will link up a trial in the description. You guys, it is $1. It's free for your first 3 days. Then it's $1 for your first month. And then that gives you time to kind of get set up and get things going. And then you will, maybe pay for your first month before you really start seeing those sales increase. But if you apply the things that I'm teaching you, which is to, research. Before you go do your trial, do some research, figure out your niche, figure out what you're going to sell, figure out the direction you want to go. If you want to do digital products, I do have my membership. I will also link that up. And, but do your research, know who you're going to sell to, know what you're going to sell, what problem you're going to solve, how you're going to market. I recommend TikTok and Pinterest personally. Those are my 2 favorites. And then just go for it. Just go for it because it's definitely worth it. All right, you guys, I will be back next week with the video on TikTok. And then the next video I'm going to do on Amazon. So those affiliate programs, we're going to really dive more into that and those passive streams of income, because you need to have more than one stream, because you just never know if something is going to get shut down or if a product you're selling is all of a sudden going to phase out and it's not going to be popular anymore. And you just never know. So multiple streams of income is the way to go. All right. I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks for watching.